everyone, and welcome. In our super noisy digital world, just getting your message heard can feel like you're shouting into the wind. So today, we're going to open up the ultimate toolkit, not with wrenches and screwdrivers, but with the essential strategies you really need to become a powerful, effective, modern communicator. So let me just start by asking you this. With all the noise out there, the endless emails, the constant notifications, the social media feeds that never stop, is your message actually cutting through all of that? I mean, it's a huge challenge, right? And it's one we are all facing.
Because let's be honest, in this new landscape, the old ways of communicating just don't cut it anymore. Today's digital era has a completely new playbook, and we are about to walk through the most important pages together.
All right, first up, making your message visual. And yeah, we're going way beyond those boring text-heavy slides that everyone dreads. We're talking about creating visuals that actually make your message stick. The first and, honestly, the most important rule is clarity and simplicity. Look, the whole point of a visual is to make information easier to understand, not harder. That means one core idea per slide or visual. Your goal here is to reduce the mental work for your audience, not add to it. This quote right here, this is the golden rule. Just think of it as a simple test for any visual you create. Does this make things clearer, or does it just complicate them? If your visual doesn't make the idea easier to grasp in like an instant, it's actually working against you. And here's what that looks like in the real world. On the left, you've got total cognitive overload, a spreadsheet of raw numbers that means absolutely nothing at a glance. But on the right, a simple bar chart instantly tells a story. That's the goal, turning raw data into immediate insight. Okay, next up is relevance and hierarchy. Every single visual element, and I mean every one, has to serve a purpose and directly support your point. And then you use design, things like size or color, to guide your audience's eye to the most critical information first. Really, this all comes down to one simple action. Get rid of the clutter. If an image, a line, or some fancy graphic is just there for decoration, it's actively distracting from your message. Your job is to make every single pixel count towards understanding. So what's in our visual toolbox? Well, think of it this way. For step-by-step stories, you're going to use a presentation. To untangle a really complex process, use an infographic. To reveal a trend hiding in data, use a chart. And if you want to make someone truly feel something, that's when you use a powerful image or video. Okay, so we've crafted a really powerful visual message. Awesome. But where do we share it? That brings us to part 2. Choosing the right digital stage for your performance. First up, these collaborative editors. These tools didn't just get rid of emailing final_draft V12 back and forth. No, they fundamentally changed teamwork by creating a single source of truth where ideas can merge in real time. It's all about seamless, efficient creation. And of course, video conferencing. Its true power isn't just about saving on travel, it's about bringing back something crucial that gets lost in text, nonverbal cues. Seeing a facial expression or a simple nod of agreement, that's what prevents misunderstandings and builds real human connection, even across continents. And hey, don't forget about platforms like LinkedIn. This is not your personal social media. Think of it as your professional storefront. It's where you build your reputation, where you connect with people in your field, and it's where recruiters are actively looking for talent. But for all their power, we have to see these tools for what they are, a double-edged sword. On one hand, you've got incredible reach and speed. On the other, you have huge challenges like information overload and security risks. Being a truly effective digital communicator means knowing how to use the strengths while actively managing the limitations. Which brings us to our final and maybe the most important section, mastering your digital footprint. Because with great communication power comes, you guessed it, great responsibility. Think of these as the non-negotiables for building trust online. Be professional, because believe me, the internet has a permanent memory. Verify your information, because you're responsible for what you share. Respect creative work, and above all, protect yourself and your data. So let's look closer at one of those big threats, phishing. This is when you get that urgent-looking email, maybe from your bank, about some unusual activity, pressuring you to click a link and enter your password. It's a trick. It's designed to steal your information. Always, always be skeptical and go directly to the source to verify. Now, all of this leads to the idea of your digital footprint.
Just imagine every single thing you do online, every like, every comment, every photo is a little breadcrumb. Well, over time, those breadcrumbs form a trail that pieces together a story about who you are. So take just a second and ask yourself, if a future employer or maybe a university admissions officer looked at your digital footprint right now, what story would it tell them? Is that the story you want them to see? Okay, wow, we have covered a lot of ground. Let's pull all of this together into your final toolkit for making a real, lasting impact. Here is your action plan, broken down into 3 simple steps. 1. Design everything with absolute clarity. 2. Be strategic. Choose the right platform for the job. And 3. Always, always communicate responsibly. These 3 steps right here are the foundation of modern communication. And so I'll leave you with this. In a world where everyone is shouting, being clear, strategic, and responsible isn't just another skill. It's how you earn the right to actually be heard. And ultimately, it's how you'll be remembered.